One day, Vera Davidova asked me, "Are you a courageous person?" "Well, it depends. I want to tell you about my life. Will you agree to publish my confessions of a woman and an actress?" "To publish a book of your memories? What more could I hope for?" "Naturally, you are surprised that I have decided to make this brave step. To bury the life of Stalin, with whom I had an intimate relationship for 19 years, continued Davidova, nervously biting her lips. "You think, has she not enough fame during her life? Does she need a posthumous scandal? Well, you are mistaken. I was nominated for Merit Actress of the Russian Federation and Georgian Republic and many other rewards. 3 times I won the Stalin Prize. If to speak about the material side, I have a pension. I'm a professor of Tbilisi Music Conservatory. I give consultations and private lessons. You think that a former favorite decided to take revenge on a powerful man after his death? No, not that at all. I know that Stalin loved me in his own way, and he looked forward to each of our dates. But I, only now, can say that during these 19 years I was acting in a comedy, pretending to be passionately in love with him. I'm an actress, and I was successful in my role. The cautious Stalin fully trusted me. The only other person whom Stalin fully trusted was his secretary, Paskrebyshev. Many years I divided my feelings between the theater and Stalin's passion, which was sometimes overwhelming. I want to make the truth known so that my readers appreciate the other Stalin, the Stalin he was with his intimate friends or people close to him, as I was. Vera Alexandrovna Davidova. I was born in Nizhny Novgorod. My father was a surveyor and my mother was a teacher. Soon after my birth, we relocated to the Far East, to the city of Nikolaevsk on Amur. I learned to love the taiga, fishing, campfires, and Amur songs. In 1920, when the Japanese tried to take our city, we escaped to the city of Blagoveshchensk. At school, for a few years, I studied choir singing. In 1924, I got a break. I passed the entrance examination to Leningrad Music Conservatory. One of the examiners was Alexander Konstantinovich Glazunov, whom the students adored. This respected musician assessed my vocal abilities very positively. After the performance of the party scene of Carmen in the conservatory spectacle, I was invited to Mariinsky Theater in Leningrad. The scene maturity exam I passed after I had performed a part of Page Urban in the opera of Meyerbeer, Huguenots. I was happy. I was 23. They trusted me in the theater with the serious vocal parties in operas like Aida, Carmen, Havanchina. At last I became the stand-in for a principal theater lady soloist. The prima singer of Leningrad Opera was Sofia Preobrazhenskaya. The ruling administrator of Leningrad at the time was Grigory Zinoviev, and he was in love with Sofia. In the spring of 1932, the theater went on tour to Moscow. The performances took place in the Bolshoi Theater. One day we were alerted about the upcoming visit to the theater by the General Secretary of Central Committee of the party, Iosif Vissarionovich Stalin. All of us were very excited. We rehearsed intensely from morning to evening. Of course, I dreamt of singing on the stage of this famous theater, and as had happened often in my life, chance now was coming to help me. Sofia Preobrazhenskaya got sick. Aida was urgently taken off the stage performances program, and we rehearsed for Carmen. I performed the leading role. I started putting on my makeup 3 hours before the spectacle. My knees were shaking, I felt feverish, and a sick flush appeared on my cheeks. Then came the ring I had feared and waited for. Then the second and the third. The conductor headed for the orchestra pit. The performers were invited to the stage. Viewers and actors, all eyes were on the government box, where sat Stalin, and close to him Molotov, Kalinin, Voroshilov, Zinoviev, Ordzhonikidze, Bukharin, Rykov, Yagoda, Mikoyan, Kirov, Kamenev, Tukhachevsky. For the first time I saw Stalin up close. He, smiling and standing, was applauding the actors. Slowly, the lights in the hall were extinguished. The orchestra started playing the overture. The conductor was Alexander Melik Pashayev, who also helped me a lot during the performance. Finally, my first performance on the stage of Bolshoi Theater ended. To loud applause, the heavy golden woven curtain went down on the stage. The Moscow actresses Evdokia Turcheninova, Alexandra Yablочкина, Olga Kniperchekova, Alla Tarasova appeared on the stage with baskets of flowers and a huge bouquet of scarlet roses. Everybody was hugging me, and Tarasova whispered to me, "Verочка, you sang beautifully. For a long time Moscow has not heard nor seen such a wonderful Carmen. These beautiful flowers were sent to you by Joseph Vissarionovich Stalin." I cried from happiness. I was invited to the government box, where I was introduced to Stalin and his colleagues. "My congratulations on your success, Comrade Davidova," Stalin tenderly said to me. "Watch, that your success would not make you dizzy." He joked. Voroshilov presented me with a box of chocolates. Ordzhonikidze's gift was a beautiful, artistic box, shkatulka. Stalin addressed me again. "Comrade Davidova, would you like to work in a Bolshoi theater and live in Moscow?" I replied that I had to think about the proposition. "You are right. It is wise to think before an important decision is reached. Nevertheless, let's ask the comrades who are in the theater administration to prepare for us the necessary paperwork for your transfer to Moscow. Leningrad will not be offended. Comrade Preobrazhenskaya beautifully does her work in Leningrad." I said thank you for the polite, generous proposition. Stalin looked at me sideways. It lasted only one moment, but I remembered that appreciative look for all my life. In a month, I received the order about the transfer to the Bolshoi Theater. Still in Leningrad, earlier, I got married to the opera singer Dmitry Semyonovich Mchedlidze. From the very beginning of our marriage, it became clear to me that our matrimony was not a very successful one. After the long conversations, we decided to live separately and independently, but without divorce. 1932, Iosif Vissarionovich Djugashvili Stalin. To be continued.